Olori Tobi Phillips has absolutely nowhere to run to. Yes, she has nowhere to run to. Because as the whole matter is right now, it is only evident and it is proof that she has been caught up in the wave of her actions. Yeah, so because right now, what is happening to Toby Phillips, it is as good as Lord take me alive. Because Toby has no escape route out of any of these things. Toby has nowhere to run to, neither does she has any place at all that she can survive what is happening to her. So my people, you might be wondering that what happened though? What happened to Toby again? Remember, Toby had involvement with other people. Even when she left the palace, Toby definitely was involved with one or two persons, despite the fact that they tried projecting it to people like, and it was nothing. Toby just went off for a while and came back. So right now, no, there is a man in the palace who is saying a lot of things. And yes, based on what this man is saying, technically, or let's say practically, it's a proof that Toby had an involvement with someone when she left the palace. Yeah, so now that paternity proof the Ooni had that those children are likely not to be his own, it's now beginning to be valid in the sight of the Ooni, because the Ooni doesn't just want to draw conclusions, neither does he want to run into conclusions yet until he sees or he gets to understand exactly what is happening with this whole surrogate mother DNA test and the rest. Yes, and that is a king for you. The only not just running into conclusions upon things proves how much of a matured king he is. So right now, no, my people, according to what we are hearing, Olori Toby Phillips, her supposed ex, or the person she went to be with, then apparently left to come back for the Ooni, is now in the palace, and she has come to take his wife back from the Ooni. Toby, Toby have reached her end. A lot of these women are gradually reaching their end, my people. Yes, because they have not portrayed things that will favor them. These women have not done any single thing that will warrant anybody to stand in favor of them. Rather, they have done only vigorous, and they have done only things that will prove, or at the end of the day will show that there is nothing there's nothing to hold on to. That is it. That is just technically what these women have done. Because if you'd want to understand vividly how these things are being done, there is a place called boundaries. There's a place called respect. And then at the same time, there is a place in which people say that what you should know when to stop. But these women don't know when to stop. Neither do they even know where to begin at all. They just get to do their thing, and they do it exactly the way they want. Yes, that is this woman for you. They do their stuff, and they still do it the way they want. So as it is right now, no, as it is right now, that's what the matter come take be. And then this man storming the palace has just proved a lot of things. It has proved a million things to the owner, because when Ronke came up with that rumor of DNA test, everybody was on an opinion that Ronke wants to sabotage Olori Toby, because Toby has children for the Ooni. It's not just one at once. Toby gave birth to two, and the best thing she could do is, to bring up something that would tarnish her image. And Ronke too, she could not even come out to say anything, because apparently she felt anything she says right now will not even vindicate her. It will only prove more of the agenda she has in mind. So people, they will just keep on believing whatever it is they want to believe. And then, categorically, people are very, very good at that. Yes, people are very good at believing what they want to believe. That is what we know human beings for. They are extremely good at those things. So when Olori Adironke chose to keep quiet, but yeah, she made her evidence known to everybody who cared to know, or anybody who was disposed in the palace at that point, to understand that there was a DNA test that did not really prove that those children belongs to Toby. And the question remains that how is that possible? How can you have children and these children will then not bear um your DNA, like they will not even be a proof that they come from you? And it became a thing that everybody was concerned about. But in the midst of this concern, it was actually not too much to say, because Olivia Ronke at her own end too, she had to be careful, because people would definitely start dragging her for things apparently she didn't know. So from this thing proceeding, right now this man is in the palace. And why is he in the palace? He's in the palace on the note that Ooni should release his wife to him. My people, this one no be small matter again. Oh yes, no be small matter again. This is the same person who proposed that Oni divorces Olori Naomi. Yes, this is the same person who proposed the divorce. And right now, another man is in the palace. Another man is in the palace, my people. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, to what? Take her away. And the way the Ooni is doing his stuff right now, it does not matter to him. Neither does he even have a concern of any single thing that is happening in their lives or anything. All they only want is the fact that what these women should gingerly leave him alone to live his life. The only wants to live his life. The only wants to be that free man. The only wants to what? Be with his wife Olori Naomi, and that is exactly what he's looking out for at this point. And at the end of the day, these women are already facing it, because this one that Olori Tobi Phillips is facing, it is no small thing for her, because whatsoever happens in the palace between the Ooni and this man will determine Tobi's fate at the end of the day. And a man who have come into the palace to ask that he takes his wife back would definitely not say anything to favor the wife. So if this man happens to make a claim that those children belongs to him, then Toby Phillips has finally, in fact, she has reached her end, an end that nothing can be done to redeem. Yes, she will reach an end that nothing will be done to redeem, because as it is right now, and as it is that all of us are seeing, my people, Toby don't jam waiting be her own, and this one she would face it all alone. Yes, she would definitely face it all alone, because Toby has done a lot of things that are worth being punished, but nobody have ever thought of punishing her. And this time around, she has brought a heavy punishment upon herself, and she will face it. Yes, she will face it.